you know that any information that I give you in any of my videos is for informational purposes only. I'm not a professional. I'm not giving you advice on how to work on your bike. I recommend you taking it into a professional dealership where work can be done by a certified technician. But I do hope you guys like my videos, so like, subscribe. Look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome to Ground Zero. It's your boy Kenny. Today we're going to discuss the recall for the 2022 KTM 125 and I believe the 150SX for the CDI box. So today I actually had a chance to go down to the dealership, discuss my options, and figure out what was going on. You guys still see that I have my bike in my possession. I'm not one to give up my bike that easily and let it just sit there. The lady at the dealership was super nice to me, told me I had 3 options. The first one was I drop the bike off at the dealership and leave it there with no estimated delivery of when I would ever get it back. My second option was to actually remove the CDI box, take it to them, have them ship it to Austria, have them re-flash it, and then ship it back to me with, once again, no date of when I would ever get it back. And my third option was, and I had to sign like some paperwork saying that I was responsible for the bike after this, but is to keep the bike in my possession, order the CDI box, have them ship it to the dealership, and when the dealership receives it, I'm going to take the CDI box out of this one, and we're just going to do a quick swap on it, and I believe they're going to have the technician to do it because it is a recall. But I just wanted to get with you guys and show you where the CDI box is, and then also what I'm going to do to check the top end on my bike to make sure there's no damage. At this point in time, I have 2.7 hours on the bike. I haven't even really broken it in yet, but I am going to go ahead and pull the plug to look for any scoring or burning or anything like that, and I'm going to take a borescope and stick down the cylinder and see if there's any kind of damage like that before I make the decision of what I'm going to do with the CDI box. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I went ahead and knocked out the 2 8mm bolts that are holding on the seat. Just figured I'd let you take a look and see exactly where the CDI box is if you don't know. So they made it fairly easy, and I'm actually surprised they actually give you trunk space up under the seat. That's actually pretty cool, and I'm assuming that they do that because the street models are based off the same frame. But your CDI box is right there. What is that? 2 7mm bolts holding it in. So I am hearing through the grapevine that people are getting a hold of the 2016 CDI boxes, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm pretty leery on that one because obviously if this one's not right, you know, for some odd reason, I don't know if it's causing overheating of the spark plug or it's causing the motor to pre-detonate, but apparently people are blowing up their motors from it, and I'm not one to gamble like that, so I'm just going to leave this up to KTM to handle the recall and run exactly what is supposed to be in the bike. So let's go ahead and get to taking this spark plug out, getting the borescope down the cylinder, make sure nothing's tapping or you know, I got any kind of metal friction or anything like that. And then from there, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with the bike and I guess wait at this point in time. It's going to be a waiting game. COVID really did mess up a lot of things with getting a hold of microchips and stuff like that. So I actually foresee me sitting and waiting a little bit for this one. But let's get back to checking this cylinder. All right, guys. Before I get started, I want to go ahead and correct myself on the bolt size. I said it's not an 8mm. I ended up using a T30 Torx bit socket, and I believe it is a 6mm for that CDI box. I know a lot of people are particular, but since this is for informational purposes, I am trying to be as accurate as I can. So let's go ahead and pull this spark plug out. Take a look at the spark plug for any kind of damage on that. I'm not sure exactly what they're saying that this is damaging in the motor, but I'm assuming that it's going to be either the it's grenading it from either melting down the spark plug or it's pre-detonating. So let's go ahead and get this out and take a look. So let me go ahead and move this camera for you guys so you guys can see what I got going on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's go ahead. All right, so let's go ahead and take this boot off. That came off pretty easy. And then it's a 13/16 wrench to bust loose the spark plug. Let's go ahead and take this out of there. Wrench along on it. So, all right, let's take a peek. So, looks like no touching, no damage whatsoever. I do run my bike pretty rich. Don't care about that. I'd rather have it rich than lean any day of the week and spit and smoke. I'll just repack my silencer. It's no big deal. But you can see right there, I've got no touching, no nothing like that. It doesn't look like the electrodes melted down or nothing. So let's go ahead and get this bore scope in here and see what we can find. Which, I literally got this one from Harbor Freight. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was pretty much the best money I ever spent. So let's get this on here. Camera on. I hope you guys can see that. I'm gonna get this camera down in here. And I really hope you guys can see this. I don't know if you can, but the top of my piston is clean as a whistle, no damage, nothing like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together. I'm gonna drain the fuel out of it. I'm gonna winterize the bike, and pretty much at this point in time, it's just a waiting game. I've got my other bikes to ride, so it's not really hurting my feelings, but I know that this is gonna be a big deal for a lot of people with only one bike, and I feel for you guys, and hopefully KTM takes care of this pretty quickly. I know with COVID, it really was hard on them trying to get, you know, circuit boards and stuff like that. And we are probably going to be waiting a little bit, but I just figured that I would bring you the information that I have and go from there. And hopefully you guys can make the right decisions on what you want to do. If you're comfortable leaving your bike with the dealership, you know, more power to you guys. I'm not one to do that. I want my new part in my hand before I give up my bike. So I really hope you guys are liking all my videos. If you haven't done so, go down below and hit like and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.